Where are you going? Not gonna lie, she loves my bat. Making you a picture right here. Just made a selfie. Me and the kitty. Gotta tweet you this. Anyway, let's start this. I am very sorry if I look or sound a bit very, but I've kinda got the cold and I haven't been feeling too well since this morning. But don't you worry, because I've got a big old cuppa right here next to me. Got my sweet little kitty lying there, as you just saw, and a bottle of orange juice to get me all this vitamin C I need, and just for emergencies I've got my beautiful cat pillow right here. I thought today I'd be giving you some kind of advice or tips how to start school or work or college, university, whatever you are getting up to, with more motivation and possibly more success. If your school or work has started already, it doesn't matter, you can just apply this to the upcoming week. Number 1, starts before your term has already started or before your week has started, and it's what I like to call be prepared. For me that means packing my bag and getting out the outfit I'd like to wear the next day, the evening before, so that when it comes to the morning I don't have to think so much about what to take and what to leave. And packing my bag the day before and sorting up my outfit the day before makes getting up in the morning way easier, because you don't feel like you have that many things to do. It just takes things off of your to-do list the next day, which always makes getting out of bed easier. Apart from my stationery, I usually have a few objects in my bag. That is once my super cute pencil case with all of my essentials in it, a nice pen, some washi tape, because I just love it, and honestly you'll need it for the second tip, just wait for it. Then I always take a nice book with me. I don't necessarily always read it, but sometimes I got a seat on the bus and didn't have to stand all the way, and then I actually like to indulge in a nice story the way to the school. And sometimes I had some free terms that I didn't share with any of my friends, and for these it was always nice to have a good book stocked in my bag. Another essential that I take everywhere I go is my diary, and it's got everything I need inside, and whatever is not written in that one, I will totally forget it. Lastly, I always take a notebook with me, because sometimes I just get really good ideas and I need to write them down immediately, because otherwise I will forget them. The second tip has got to do something with the diary that I just showed you, and maybe the notebook as well, depends on whether you like it or not. And at this point I like to involve my friends. This means that I give my stuff to them and ask them to write nice things in it, or draw me something really cute, or get some stickers or washi tape or whatever. That's why I'm taking the washi tape. I always feel that if it's that personal and it's got that personal value for me, I find myself using it way more often than when it's just something that I bought and did nothing with. And I made the experience that organizing myself and keeping track of all my assignments and homework is actually a lot easier if I write everything down. Because if I don't do that, I'll forget everything at once, and really often I had to put on an all-nighter and stress a lot because I just simply forgot to do something, forgot that I still had to do something. I don't know if it's the same for you, but really often we don't procrastinate because we don't want to do it. but we could just forget that we still had to do that as well. And writing things down definitely help, and not having to put all-nighters is definitely going to motivate you, and it probably will get you better results too. So writing things down in notebooks and diaries that are really, really nicely decorated by your friends is a good thing to do. Third tip, having a pamper evening is something that people really, really often recommend if you want to motivate you, and they often say that you should do this the night before, but I don't recommend that at all, because I often feel if I do that the night before, it sets me completely to relax mode, and when I get up the next day I don't feel at all like waking up and getting out of bed because I'm still in relax mode. Instead, I like to set my pamper evenings for either Friday or Saturday night, so that I have something to look forward to, and it makes me get out of bed easier on Mondays or Tuesdays or whatever, because it makes me feel that I'll have something that I can work to. So I just need to go through this 5 days and then I'll have a nice cozy pamper evening and everything will be fine. And if you do that, go all the way. Draw yourself a nice bath, have a face mask, and basically splash on every skin moisturizing product that you can find. Make your skin all soft and hydrated. What else have I got? Keep a bag of essentials in your bag always. What I like to keep in there is some painkillers, because I do get headaches a lot and it can totally ruin your day when you get a really, really bad headache. I always take them with me to make sure that I can still go through my whole day. Then I take some lip care and products with me and some hand cream, because a lot of times the air conditioning kind of dries out your hands and your lips, and I feel like it's so incredibly important to take this care with you, because I hate having to walk around with chipped lips all day. The last tip I'm going to give you might not be the healthiest of all, and it's regarding sleep. Obviously, it's really important that you get enough sleep, but especially in my last 2 years of school, I made it the experience that it's really hard to get enough sleep but still have a nice life. And I found that just going to school, doing your homework, eating, studying, and then going to bed is not fulfilling at all, and it makes you demotivated constantly throughout the year. I started to just save myself 1 hour or maybe 2, sleep less, sleep only 5 to 6 hours, and save those newly gained hours completely for myself. I didn't do any kind of work, but just lay down on my bed, either with a good book or with my phone or laptop or Netflix or whatever, and just enjoy having time for myself. Always had a complete hour just for myself, and this was what kept me motivated and kept me going throughout my last year. Lastly, I've got something to tell you that is out of personal experience, and I have to think about my own school time a lot for making this video. And the thing that I remember the most clearly is how much gossip there was and how much I suffered because of it. What I want to tell you now as my last tip, or my 5+1 tips, is that let's all do a challenge. Come on, I know that you guys love challenges, so let's totally get motivated to do a no gossip September. gossiping can honestly destroy lives. Still haven't fully recovered from all the things that were done to me whilst being in school or in university as well. It doesn't stop there, and it won't ever stop at work. Gossip is something that is just always there, and so I feel like we just should strive to make our surroundings a better place, and we can do that with trying not to gossip. Yes, I know that can be hard because a lot of friendships and especially groups of friends are based on the simple fact that people gossip about common enemies or whatever. And I mean, yes, of course, if someone done you wrong and you hate them and you tell a friend and your friend is really upset that they've done something bad to you and you are just angry together with a friend, that is one thing. That is not gossiping, that is being loyal, and that is totally alright. But if you just talk about someone because you don't like what they are wearing, you don't like the hair color they're having, you, I don't know, don't like their sexuality or whatever, don't do it. I mean, yes, you don't have to like these things. You are free to hate a person for whatever reasons, because you are free to have your own opinion, but don't make others hate the person too. Let others keep their own opinions, and most of all, don't spread rumors behind their back. And if you really need to say something because you feel that you haven't got any topics left to talk about, try to look at the person again and try to find something about them that you actually like and talk about that instead. I think that our world can be so much better if we just put a little effort to small things, like being nice to each other. So let's just try to make our social surroundings a better place and have a hashtag nogossipseptember. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it, and I really hope you are with me with the No Gossip September. If you want to talk about it, if you want to keep me updated, just tweet me or send me a picture on Instagram or on whatever social media you're on. Just use the hashtag nogossipseptember. You don't even have to tag me, but if you're doing it, keep us updated, use the hashtag and show the world that we've got the power to make life a bit better. See you all next week. Bye!